Now it's time for the worst of the week. This week's worst of the week takes us to some creepy and kooky territory. Friends, I'm a big fan of the two 90s Addams Family pictures starring Raul Julia and Angelica Houston. I absolutely love those movies, and I will defend them until the day that I die. That it is not a mere nostalgia thing, but they are actually really solid features directed by the great Barry Sonnenfeld in what is probably his best film work. His best work, probably the television series Pushing Daisies, but his best film work has got to be those two Addams Family movies. And I have certainly seen them numerous times. Now, as a youth, I was aware that there was a third Addams Family movie, a direct-to-television affair called Addams Family Reunion, that I had never seen. Well, I recently realized that whole sucker is right there on the YouTube waiting to be seen. I decided to tuck in and oof, this is a dog of a movie. It's a movie that instantly throws out all of the goodwill generated by those two Addams Family movies. It has a decent premise that the Addamses are mistakenly invited to a family reunion of a different Addams family. Our Addamses, Gomez, Morticia, their name is Addams with two D's. They are mistakenly invited to the reunion of a family that's Addams with one D, a bunch of rich wasps getting together for, generally rich and waspy things, headlined by Ed Begley Jr. and Ray Walston. The Addams clan goes down there, doesn't fit in, antics ensue. Pretty solid premise. Where this movie goes wrong is in a couple of places. One, the basement budget doesn't allow for the same effects and design and pleasures of the Barry Sonnenfeld Addams Family movies. The structure is really weird. I feel like this was not just meant to be a pilot for a potential Addams Family TV series, somewhat based off those movies, but was meant to then be shown like episodically as three-parters. The movie is very episodically structured in that sense, where one half hour is sort of about one thing and the next half hour is sort of about the other, etc. The final nail in the coffin is that this movie is horribly miscast. The people we have playing the Addams clan could not have been more poorly chosen. And I'll give you a couple of examples of that. Ooh, pardon me. The leader of our clan, our Gomez, this makes the most sense. They've cast the great Tim Curry. Tim Curry of Rocky Horror fame, of Legend fame, of just great movie fame. We all love Tim Curry here at every movie ever. But his Gomez just doesn't have the manic energy of a Raul Julia, or indeed of a Ted Cassidy, not Ted Cassidy. That guy was Lurch. He's on the tip of my tongue, folks. This is not good television. At first I cough, and now I can't think of John Astin. Played Gomez Addams back in the 60s on the television series. And like Raul Julia, he brought a lot of manic glee to the role. Tim Curry is more of a reserved or big camp actor. He's not really a manic guy. And while he shines in a couple of scenes as Gomez, Gomez just isn't the right character type for him. Much worse, though, because you can see the math of that Tim Curry starring in an Addams Family movie makes some sense. But much worse is Daryl Hannah playing Morticia. There is nothing about the sunshiny blonde Daryl Hannah that makes any sense as the ghoulish Morticia. And she just doesn't work here. Not that Daryl Hannah is a bad actress. Much like Tim Curry isn't Gomez, Daryl Hannah is definitely not Morticia. And the rest of the cast fares equally poorly. Addams Family Reunion, a misfire on almost all fronts, but somehow watchable, maybe just as a curiosity. 2 stars.